Oh, hey man, what's up?
Huh?
Wanna go check on Jess today?
Nah, I actually have
Plans.
plans.
Of course you do. That is exactly what you say every single time. Look, bud, you should totally come this time. It's gonna be a great birthday party.
I really don't do parties.
Oh, come on, man. Just go out for once.
You go enjoy yourself, okay?
Guys, this is Let's Talk. Start the show. Test, test,
Yeah,
test.
check.
Oh, we're on. Okay, go
Yeah, I
ahead.
think we're on. Okay, as usual, guys, if you have missed the last episode, make sure to check Apple Podcasts and SoundCloud. Make sure to
God, stop it. You're
what?
so annoying, man.
What?
Guys, don't forget to check Facebook. Guys, check our podcast. Come on, just stop it. They got it. I'm sure they
What's
did.
wrong with that? I don't want them to miss anything.
Yeah, but you're still very annoying and creepy. Even our guest here got bored because of your
Yeah.
weird intro. Hey, Miss Hager, how you doing?
Hi guys, it's great to be with you.
Yeah, it's totally my bad. How are you?
So I left you last time fighting, and I just find you fighting right away. So
Exactly.
sorry.
Yes.
that's unusual. That's not unusual actually. So yeah,
We always fighting.
Sorry
yeah.
for making you go through this weird intro.
it wasn't really weird, but it was okay. I think a lot of people do live it. So,
Really?
Yeah. So
Do you know, guys? Like when people talk about, let's say, something and you zone out.
Yeah, you know.
Do you know that feeling?
Yeah, when it comes to me, whenever I'm in a place and I don't feel interested about a topic, I just zone out.
Yeah, you're zone out, right?
Yeah, it
So-
would be like physically I'm with you, but my mind
Like swimming.
very far.
you just feel numb that okay, this person is still talking, and then
Yeah.
when you come back, you click out. You snap out of it. You just find the person
Yeah, what?
still talking about the same topic.
Exactly.
I actually do that too, like with specific kind of people. But like, you know that in certain points, this zoning would makes you like look so weird.
I don't think so. I mean, why would it make you like? Why would it make you weird?
Like, look, imagine this.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling a very interesting story. It's like, I don't know, a matter of life or death
Okay.
to somebody. And like then you're reaching the end of the story, and you would expecting a reaction from the person you're talking to, whatever the listener, and you get like zero, like none, nothing.
Well, that's not a big deal. You can just fake a reaction.
You'd end up making this situation even weirder, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
Why would certain people seem normal until you start a conversation with them?
What do you think?
Wow. So this really depends on how you actually see the people from afar. And when you start really to delve into their personalities, you find a totally different person. So that's when you're not really deceived by looks. So it's like when you don't judge a book by a cover.
Yeah.
You don't just talk about the person by just looking at at his appearance or her looks or what colors does she wear. So just as soon as they start talking, they turn up to be maybe that dramatic person or that fun person. And it actually happens to me.
It does.
So people do have a first impression that ends up being totally different from what they really know about.
Okay.
So, wow, you turn out to be a good person. So you're really fun. So
Oh my God.
you're not really that dramatic or that self-centered as people
Yeah.
just always think that you are, whilst you're not.
Yes.
So yeah, once they start talking, it turned out to be that this person really knows a lot about the world, a lot about the topics.
Exactly, right?
Really unusual. It happens with some Asian people when I get to meet during
God,
my study. I hope you're not going to talk about that.
No, it's all right.
Did I ruin your whole plan?
No.
So they have this totally different vision about people from the Middle East.
Yes.
But once they start knowing you and you actually know a lot about their culture, they start to know, oh, wow, you know sushi. You know a lot about Yokohama. Those are all the good cities in Japan. And
Yeah.
so, yeah. conversation really plays a role in social communication.
Definitely.
That's actually right. I've noticed people in social issues, excuse me, and sometimes I do feel like I'm socially awkward myself, though I'm not a shy person at all. But at certain points, I can get myself to communicate or asking like people without having any purpose.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
In order for you to communicate with anybody, you must have a reason for that.
Not always, but like most of the time, I guess.
Whoa, you're a weirdo.
Well, I'm not. Well, I think somebody close by don't know how to talk to people.
I do know how to talk to people.
Yes, you know.
I'm just a shy kind. That's it.
Look, so that's exactly what does it mean. You are socially awkward, which is weird.
Seriously?
So, yeah, you shy and you don't like feel comfortable to
No,
talk.
you stop
which
it.
means,
Let me ask Miss Hager. How does being shy actually make you weird?
Nowadays, I think shyness is seen differently from what it was years ago. I mean, maybe nowadays it's just being apprehensive. You're just more afraid to show about yourself to people.
But what is the point, though? Why would you do that?
Just to avoid some certain reaction of other people.
But that's kind of lack of self-confidence, I guess, right?
Oh, no.
It's not?
No.
Maybe self-conscious.
Self-conscious?
Would be the word.
Yeah.
Shy, self-conscious. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Because I'm for one, I'm not that outspoken person, but when somebody pushed me to that point, I would just talk normally.
Right.
But by myself, I wouldn't do it. But I just didn't get the point though of it. Like, why would I just go talk to people or just push myself into them? And I don't like that. I don't know.
Do you see yourself as a confident person?
Yeah, absolutely. But like as I said, I'm not the person who would like, jump into conversation and talk.
Yeah.
Not me. I don't know.
Well, I used to get like nervous a lot around strangers, but I think I'm way better now.
Yeah, so you basically act normal now?
Well, yeah, but when it comes to people like that I admire, those role models, oh my god, that's not even me. Literally, I lose control of myself.
So basically you became like a savvy human. That's what you're telling us, right?
What? Well, I wouldn't say that. It's just me talking to my friends.
Okay.
It is company that defines who you are. So whether you're a shy person or not. I mean, people always, even our listeners will say that shy is always the opposite of confident.
Exactly.
So if you are shy, that means you're actually afraid of showing who you are, regardless of whether you are a confident person elsewhere or not. So for being philosophical or something.
Well, but it makes sense, though. It makes sense.
Yeah. Somehow. But even though I didn't get the point of, like, okay, what is this problem? Does it have a name, like?
Company? Yeah. Depending on who the person around you is or who the persons are.
But that's still an issue, right?
Right.
Like...
It is if you are shy all the time or confident all the time.
That's what we're talking about.
Issue.
Yes,
Extremism is the point.
Yeah.
So depending on who the person is or the age of the person, that will actually define whether you're shy or not.
Okay.
Whether you should be also.
Well, I agree with you, but I don't think people think the same way. See, they don't have to have a purpose to talk to others. I mean, it's a social thing. Like, they would talk only to check on each other. You know that?
Well, I know people say that human world act differently from one place to another. For instance, if a person is considered to be awkward in our culture abroad, he wouldn't be, I guess. Right?
I didn't get that.
Like, let's say, like being a shy person in a country like America, that is so awkward, right? Like,
yeah.
You should like no, you can't be a shy person in there. But for instance, like China, as you said, it's totally fine in there.
Great.
It's
That
like-
means
Yes.
yeah, that means not everybody thinks I'm weird. I should definitely move to China then.
Totally. Count
Yeah.
me in, yeah?
Sure thing. I remember once, like, I read this article about social communication, and there was this part that explained one of the reasons for being an antisocial person. It said that young kids who travel abroad for quite some time would find it difficult to cope with their original societies.
Yeah.
So basically, moving like to another country at a young age can end up creating a social issue for that person.
Here.
You got it, right?
I'm living it.
Really?
Unfortunately,
Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
So everything that I found here is totally different from what I used to live. So
like-
all of you know that we've all been. I've been brought up abroad.
Yeah, like in
Where-
Switzerland, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we came here for the university.
How old were you when you like moved there?
A very young age. I have never lived in Libya, only for a year when I was young.
Whoa.
So
God.
that's how awkward I am seen here. So everyone can know. Oh yeah, that's the weird teacher at the university. So yeah, I'm still living it until
Really?
this day. So yeah, I totally agree with what you guys say, because once you start living in an environment that's totally different from yours, you start really living the challenge of coping and
Yes.
recoping, and this really doesn't happen 100% because you will never cope. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
really
yeah.
bad news. And I heard a lot of families, and I know a lot of families in Libya who actually went back to where they used to live because they couldn't.
You
stand,
couldn't manage here. Oh, God.
They couldn't stand living here.
Yeah.
It's not a bad country. It's just different.
You
Culturally
didn't get
different.
used to it.
There you go. And it really affects your social behavior.
Can you like go into details? How do you usually act in there? Let's say.
Right. So when we started here, oh God, we're going into really, really weird, deep, the murky
That's
depths of weirdom.
Okay.
So I remember like the first years, we were mute. And we were called mute.
Okay.
Although I do speak, but my younger sister actually is even more mute. So
Oh God.
you can talk about that again.
Okay.
And then
Just
they
hope that she wouldn't get mad about.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so, because she actually agrees. The conversation was actually literally question answer. Where do you live? Where did you live? What do you like? Why do you not go? Until now, why don't you visit weddings? I tell them I go to weddings. I go back home crying.
Where is
Weddings
that?
here. Nowadays, it actually happened 2 months ago. We've been to a wedding, and then for the whole 2 hours or for the whole ceremony, I was like aghast.
Why
At
though?
the back, everything is just so different. It's not bad. It's not wrong. It's just different.
Oh.
So absolutely abnormal to what I am used to. So it's actually the picture that you're always used to when you're a child that always defeats what you're actually living.
Yeah.
So it's dozing off, or what is it? Zoning off? Yeah.
Zoning
Off. So even in the middle of the wedding, you actually zone off and remember when you were a child in that particular ceremony or a wedding that it's actually different. So you just snap out of dream and going back to reality. So,
Totally.
yeah, so why don't you like to talk to us? And being self-centered and so confident, and they don't like to talk to people.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
like, I think, a label that we had for quite a long time.
And it's not true, though. It's not
true. Especially when people get to know us and we get to be friends with people, and they say, wow, you really are a good
so
person.
different.
Yes.
You really are outspoken.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Because if you tried and talked, you would have noticed.
There you
But,
go. I
yeah.
mean, it takes this step. It takes a while for people to get to know.
How you are.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a living example. There you go, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen.
Thank you. You know, sometimes like it gets really difficult to cope with an environment, and like some manage to fit in more easily than others, I would say. Like, I personally believe that it depends on the very early stages, as we've explained now, and how that person got the chance to live longer in their community.
Yeah, actually, like those kids who get the chance to settle in particular place for a long period of time, they do have a better chance to develop their social skills.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not just saying this out of nowhere. It's actually even applies to my family. When my older siblings, were teens, and me and my younger siblings were kids, my parents started moving a lot abroad. So basically, me and my younger siblings kind of find it difficult to communicate.
So it's quite the same with Miss Hager.
Yeah, somehow. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So it's like already grow up in community, and they started traveling and
yeah, exactly.
Like, so you just try to go into details how this happened with you and your family, basically your siblings, let's say.
Well, they had like developed some communication skills when they were here, but we didn't. So basically we had to move abroad with no communication skills for our society, and when we came back we had none.
So you had like the same experience. So
yeah,
how
I would
did it
say
go?
similar, because I didn't move when I was 2 or 3. I moved when I was about 10, I think, something like that. So I had a little bit,
Still,
yeah.
Not 100%.
So is there any development in that kind of particular thing? Or,
How?
like, do you see yourself like you're way better than before?
Yeah, totally.
Like with communication thing?
Yeah. Well, I admit it that I'm somehow weird sometimes, but I think I'm better now. I have improved.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to move from one country to a country. It can be like within your own country and coming from another city where people are seen more conservative, other than another community or city where people are seen more outspoken. And it happened even during the war.
Yeah, a lot of people moved from one city to another.
And then they found it difficult coping just within their own country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're actually families, people of the same family who came from other cities where the culture, atmosphere, let's say, circumstances are different. So people from outside of, let's not say any names, came to this particular city to live and to be citizens in this city. They have difficulty coping because they found traditions are different. People go out a lot, or they don't go out a lot.
Yeah.
They don't go out at all, sorry.
I can relate to that.
That would be difficult.
Can we say like the age is a dominant reason?
Age is a factor.
Definitely.
Actually, it is. It plays a really big role.
So if we say if you're young, so it would affect. But if you're like
mature,
say,
I don't think so. It's going to be fine.
It wouldn't.
Maybe a little bit.
It really depends on the person. So let's say we came back at university level. My younger brother was actually at primary school, so he did not really have a lot of difficulty.
What age is that? It's like,
let's say 7, 6, 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So he came and he was okay, and he's coping very well, and he can't live outside of the zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we do have people who have changed or moved when they were adults, but they could not even cope because they were actually used to it. So age is a factor.
Yes.
Yeah. Although you can't teach coping, social coping is not something that you're teaching.
Yeah.
You need to do a lot. You need to work a lot on coping. So social characters and maybe social awkwardness is not. You cannot have a closure. There is no resolution for social awkwardness. You don't know what the person has been through when he was growing up.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just a trauma or some unfortunate incident or a war that this person has gone through that made him the person he is now.
Yeah.
So you cannot really solve social communication shyness.
Okay.
Unless the person is actually equipped with the environment.
The environment and with people.
So there's no closure. You cannot even say that this is the final answer to what we are discussing.
Yeah, totally.
But do you have like any like, let's say, ideas or stuff that maybe helps these people to grow their social skills? Maybe.
I would say maybe social media.
Social media.
Social media is
How's
really
that?
so you just go to like pages or websites that actually help in improve self-esteem, and I would really go if the person is as young as, let's say, a teenager. I would go for the parents because they are the observers. They're the providers at this point.
Yeah.
Don't tell
Do you
them.
believe like parents would
Play a role.
in
Definitely.
that?
They just provide.
I don't believe in that,
No?
by the way.
Well,
I really don't believe in that.
Even
It's-
providing the suitable environment or atmosphere, I won't go say, no, you should be a good social communicator.
That's what people do. That's what the families do. And
That's not
well, that's the wrong way to do it, I guess.
yes, so that's what I'm trying to tell
I
you.
would say that maybe the father would push you to do things that are like out of your comfort zone. That's something.
Go
But it
visit
wouldn't be like,
Uncle, da, da,
Yeah,
da.
go do that.
No.
Go do that. Talk to people, okay? All right. Yeah.
yeah, it gets
Like,
annoying.
It's not helping.
Lesson is not learned
Yeah.
in this way. No.
Exactly.
So again, providing the atmosphere, equipping the person with suitable environment, maybe suitable person with the right people, so no negative energy around that will make the problem even worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go and
So basically,
Yeah.
just go step that and try.
Exactly.
Just try.
Yeah.
to-
Just
to
try, guys.
talk.
so you can't bake a cake unless you put it in an oven.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly
So
a
it won't
good
be
example.
a cake. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
Totally.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up now, and we're going to play a little game.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a confession game. Each one of us, or actually just two of us, are gonna write three
I'm not counting.
sentences. Yeah, 3 sentences. One of these sentences is true, the other 2 are false. And you try to mislead us, like try to convince us that the 3 of them are true. Okay,
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah. I think it's clear enough.
So who wanna go first?
You, Miss Hager, want to
Okay.
go first?
The guest start first. Okay.
I guess it's first.
Say 3 statements, and we're gonna have to guess which one is
We'll
true.
try to
Okay.
guess.
I never wore a uniform.
Okay.
Okay.
I love cats.
Okay.
I've been to America.
Oh. When have you been to America?
In the late 90s.
How long did you stay
Whoa.
there?
2 years.
What's the reason, though?
My father had to study.
Oh. What? You said you love cats?
Yeah.
Do you have a cat at home?
Actually, I used to when I was a child.
And where is it now?
It's actually in Europe, so it didn't come back to
Oh my God.
What's up
What
with
was-
the uniform though? You never had a
What
uniform
school uniform?
we're talking?
School uniform.
School. At
School?
Yeah.
School
Wait a
uniform.
minute. But in Switzerland they do uniforms, right?
Did you?
Um,
I don't know about that.
I've been to an international school, and it's actually
Okay.
not a private school, so we don't even wear uniforms.
Really?
No.
I think this one is not true. What's the second one? The cat thing?
The cat thing.
I think they do cats. I
Did you
think
like
they
cats?
do cats.
Yeah.
I guess
Cats.
they do.
I'm not
cats.
sure about America, though.
No, I would
Canada?
say
Maybe Canada. You've been to Canada,
You've
right?
been to Canada?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
We're asking you.
Have you?
Have you? So, should I say the answer?
No,
No,
like,
just
you
wait.
should,
Okay.
like, you can.
All right, so-
Whatever.
So,
Oh.
polish my lying skills.
Okay.
God.
You said I have to have one correct.
Yeah,
right?
just
Yes,
one. Yeah,
yes.
Just one has to be correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we make a guess? Which one?
I would go with the uniform is a lie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
me too. Agreed.
And the cat is a lie.
Really? She loves
I'll-
cats. Maybe her. I can't tell. Really.
Because I would say the America thing is true.
The America thing. I
What
would
do you-
say
what
the
do you
cat
guess?
thing is true.
Yeah?
Okay, so tell us.
Am I a good liar?
Apparently.
Hi, guys.
You are.
I think I have another character. You see, when you talk to a person, you notice a lot of things about yourself.
So?
Which one is
So?
right?
I never wore a uniform
Oh my god.
in my life.
Well done. You tricked us.
Yes. She's
Okay.
really good.
Yeah.
I never taught you language skills before.
No.
Yeah,
So that's why
yeah.
I said this once in one of the language skills
Really?
courses. So yeah.
Good for them, though.
Yeah.
I've never been to America at all in my life.
Never?
Only to Canada.
Like,
Yeah.
Switzerland, maybe would you
Yeah,
guys go
just
there?
on your way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And my biggest fear are cats.
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh
never
God.
stand a cat just like in
They're
a 50
cute.
meter
Oh, they're-
radius.
They're
yeah,
so cute.
5
and,
meter
like,
radius, no way.
Oh, come on.
Because it's a childhood thing.
Uh-huh.
So talking about childhood and effect of childhood. So one of the phobias, I think phobia is also another
Is
big.
it a phobia?
Yes.
That much?
Would you like pass out?
Not really pass out, but I will not be comfortable, even if it's under the table or anything. So no.
Whoa.
Thank you very much. So I just once loved a cat of our neighbor, so I had to pat it. So I think I patted it too hard that it actually jumped in my face.
Oh.
And it actually happened 2 times. So from there, I just imagined that every cat I see is just going to jump in my face.
Yeah.
Ah.
You
Yeah.
you have a reason
And
for
then,
that.
especially when it starts looking at you all of a sudden, with all that cat look.
That look.
That cat face, oh god.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, I love them, but just from afar.
Stay away.
Don't touch
From
me.
the distance. Thank you
Don't
very
touch.
much.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go with my sentences.
Okay.
1. I hate sausages. Birds are my favorite animals. And I once drove my sister's car.
Ooh,
Okay.
all seem legible.
Okay, let's see. About driving
Yeah.
is totally a lie.
Okay.
Because I know you. You don't drive.
Well, it was from work. See, my mom came to pick me up and she didn't have her glasses on, so I was like, I would rather drive. I don't know how to drive, okay? I know a little bit, so I was like, let me drive rather than dying with you not seeing where we're going.
Yeah?
Yeah, so yeah, I did drive my sister's car once.
Sausage. You said you...
I hate sausage.
You hate sausage? What would you hate
It made me
sausage?
throw up the first time I had
Yeah?
it. Yeah, it was disgusting. I'm
Where
sorry
did
to
you
say
try
that.
it?
What?
Like in a restaurant or...
It
At
was first my friend's birthday party. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it the
And every-
spices that were in
I don't know. It didn't feel good, so I had to take it out, and it was like, oh god, everybody was eating it and enjoying it, and it was like the only one who was like, what are you guys doing?
Was it home cooked?
No, it was from a restaurant.
From a restaurant.
Yeah.
You see that honest face? She's telling the truth, right?
You could say from the eye
Yeah,
contact.
yeah, I think I feel that.
Okay.
What would you say?
I think she likes birds. I think she's a bird person.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
And
we
what
never
do-
talked about that. I don't know.
I
don't know
actually
about
did
birds.
mention that once,
You
but you
did?
don't remember. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Birdie? Okay.
He doesn't remember. He has a really
Okay.
bad memory,
Oh, right.
which is a good thing sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for the answer.
So the answer, I think it's the driving.
It was true.
No, it was. It was
No, you're
true.
asking-
I think it was a lie.
Oh,
It was a lie, right?
Okay.
It's a lie.
Yeah, I think.
I think it
Which
was.
one do you think is true, though?
The other two, the sausage.
No, just one. One of them is true.
Only one is
Yeah.
true.
I would say the sausage.
The sausage is
Yeah.
true. Okay, yeah.
The sausage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
No?
not. Driving my sister's car is
Oh my
true.
God, you're a good liar.
Yeah.
You drive your sister.
So
Yep.
where was it? So is it in the city center? Or?
No.
Wasn't here.
It was here. But the job was really close to our house, so...
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, so it was fine.
So there
Nobody
no
died.
testing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God.
So only on D you had the car on
Exactly.
D all the time. So.
Surprise,
Until I arrived.
surprise.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so it makes 2 liars, 1 to go.
Yeah.
You guys are really good. You're really good.
Okay.
Wow,
so-
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Should
Yeah.
I be proud?
Definitely, it's a
Well,
skill.
well, it's a good skill.
Don't be jealous.
It's a good
It's a
skill.
good skill, yeah.
Yeah.
It made me
Definitely.
win a contest.
Yes, yes.
Okay, time is up. as always, so much is going to come up. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. And don't forget to join us every Monday, 5 p.m. on Masada University Radio. Be there and stay tuned.
Yeah, totally. Miss Hager, this is absolutely momental that we got the chance to talk to you.
Pleasure is all mine. I really enjoyed it.
We really did well. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, as always, guys, you can like, follow, and subscribe Facebook, Instagram, also YouTube, and look for Let's Talk SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Play FM, or Stitcher. Till then, stay safe. Bye.
Bye.